Hello from Western New York. I say hello to a rose. Yeah. And mind you, that's on a cane that was not there earlier this year. Some of these other ones, you know, they're on canes that existed last year, you know. They grew, got pruned, you know, trimmed, you know, and then sent out those little lateral shoots. I got some fairly good news a little bit ago. Seems that well, these blueberries are coming along nicely, and in fact, well, I wish the lighting were a little bit better, but they're starting to get blue. Yeah. Well, anyways, the good news. Got some spiders. The good news is tomorrow, well, I'll be able to spend some time with my grandma. I mean, it was something we talked about, you know, for my birthday. But, well, the way it works is for her, we weren't able to spend the day together. These are coming along nicely. Kind of mowed this little section down because, well, let's face it, they ain't gonna be. The flowers won't be coming up until next year. And well, like I said, these honeyberries are good. The bleeding hearts, they won't be around until next year. And the gooseberries are looking good. Still green for the moment. Well, anyways, so saying I'll be able to spend the day with my grandma. Won't that be something? I mean, granted, there's some minor ulterior reasons. It's the way I want to spend some time with my grandma. But, say ulterior reasons being there's a bunch of plants I'd like to get, and I don't have the money while she has the money. But, yes, the main reason is spend time with grandma. I mean, you know, and let's face it, she ain't getting any younger. And telling you. And yes, I'll admit there is that proverbial ulterior reason as to why I want to spend some time with grandma. You know, it's time you spend with her. You know, so that way you can, imagine good memories, you know, of her. You need to figure out a way to support these things, you know. I mean, I know some folks use a wire and all that, but I don't exactly have a wire. But the idea is I try to wrap these things around a fence, around these posts, you know. And again, what they probably could do is, get some yarn, wrap it around these beams, so that way they can have that to grab onto, And, well, like I said, I plan on spending the day with my grandma. I mean, granted, I had to cancel a horseback riding lesson. Well, for the day, do that Friday or something, And, it'll be some time I can spend with my grandma, And these roses are coming along. They're doing beautifully, opening up, producing their flowers. Bet you could say the same about the wild ones. But they suspect I'll be having enough to have enough of a time to make sure that they don't crowd out my grapevines. Yeah, this year got a bumblebee going around doing their job. At least, well, you got at least one bumblebee and one yellow jacket. Don't know what the yellow jacket is doing, but probably hunting down. I know wasps would be hunting down caterpillars. Yeah, the raspberries here are coming along nicely. Might end up having to cut this cane out, because one, it don't look all that green. So I don't get that way. You gotta get the pruner and clip. There goes that plant. Let's see here. This is coming along okay. More or less. Still kind of debating about what to do. But if I should transplant it again, or cut it out altogether. Something's been attacking this one. Gonna need to get out a grass whip and take care of this mess. Gonna need to get some work done over in here. I mean, I know I got a blackberry in here. Well, here's one of them right here. And of course over here I got some strawberry plants. I mean, this one here has produced a little bit of a runner. Might end up having to put it in the soil. The wild plants are over here. The wild raspberries over here doing okay. Got some flowers and whatnot, and this blackberry's coming along good. And these are coming along okay. Good. I mean, Hopefully we get some blackberries, you know, wild ones. Yeah, gotta do some weeding. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is doing okay. Though I might have a little bit of a mole issue I will have to deal with. Black raspberries look okay. The one in the corner I'm going to eventually have to cut. You know, sooner than rather than later. Black raspberries over here doing okay. Eventually they're going to be tall enough, I'm going to have to cut them. There's one good thing weeds can do. It's help hide your plants from their enemies. You know, those insects that want to eat them, you know. Although there's enough of this sticky stuff that it's like you know, just hides up everything. You know, it just grows real quick. I mean, what the heck is this? Kudzu? Real good at stacking, that's for sure. I mean, I know you don't want to see me mess around with this stuff. I mean, who wants to see someone mess around with weeds? Unless you're one of those people who likes weeds, you know? But gonna need to do some work, yeah. Try and head off a lot of that. Now I'm gonna need to start cutting the tops off of these black raspberries. But well, let's see here. These black raspberries are coming along. I mean, there's a couple of them. And this one right here, this one here, eventually going to have to top off. These two are growing the laterals. Got some weeds that I'm going to have to deal with. And of course, you know, I'm going to probably end up cutting this blackberry. You know, a couple of these tips, you know, off. Lateral branches are growing decently on these blackberries. You know, they're sending off their shoots. Got a few more I'm going to need to cut the tips on. Actually, those ones already cut the tips on. That one's getting there. This one's also getting there, I think. Maybe two of them. kind of grown together. Gonna need to figure some of that out. But on the plus side, I mean, the raspberry shortcake is starting to produce its berries, and this right here. I probably should cut this back a little bit, but it's got the start of its flowers coming, I hope. Some more flowers in the back. I'm gonna have to take a look at these other black raspberries, and might need to cut them, you know, tip prune them. Sadly, my my elderberry, I don't think they made it. I don't think they made it. But my black raspberries here are coming along nicely. Although there's a few branches I'm thinking about shortening up a bit. Probably should have done that, you know, when I was trimming, you know, lateral trimming back in that one video. But, you know, I got a good number of berries coming along. And so, hopefully, you know, well, like I said, berries are turning blue, blueberries are turning blue. Gonna be spending time with Grandma tomorrow. Well, this is Western New York. Subscribe if you like these. Hit the like button. And, well, there's our little robin. Well, like I said, subscribe if you like I said, subscribe if you like these. Hit the like button. Post comments. Let me know what you think. Okay. Goodbye.